Wow, so Governor Gavin Newsom of California and Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida are debating right now, and Governor Newsom just embarrassed Ron DeSantis on President Biden's policies and his economic policies.
All right, guys, so we got to do another follow-up video to a video that I did yesterday in regards to the Ron DeSantis versus Gavin Newsom debate. Now, the reason why I'm doing this follow-up video is because there's been some bombshell news that has dropped in regards to why the debate was cut short after the candidates agreed to debate for longer. Now, I told you guys that I had live streamed the debate. Okay, I was live streaming it, and I was going to get water at the end after they initially agreed to continue debating, right? So I went to go get water during the commercial break. I come back, and then all of a sudden, the debate was over, right? They all of a sudden decided that, hey, we don't want to debate anymore. We can't stay for longer. Now, me personally, okay, I thought that Ron DeSantis thoroughly spanked Gavin Newsom. Now, I have seen opinions from across the board in regards to who won that debate, and I'm not sure how in the world anybody, Democrat or Republican, with two brain cells to rub together could have watched that debate and came away thinking that Gavin Newsom won, that this country would be better off if we were more like California than Florida, okay? If more than half this country believes that we would be better off if we were more like California than Florida, then we're doomed, right? There is no hope for our country. I'm so serious. However, that doesn't stop leftists from coming out here and claiming that Gavin Newsom won the debate, even though, I mean, clearly he did not win that debate, okay? He dodged questions all night. The facts were not on his side. He did nothing but accuse Ron DeSantis of hate and bigotry while also poking fun at Ron DeSantis for losing to Trump. But that had nothing to do with the actual substance of the debate. Florida versus California. When it came down to the actual substance, Ron DeSantis won hand down, okay? I think that Ron DeSantis put on his best performance that I've seen from him in a long time. And this is coming from somebody that did not think that Ron DeSantis would do well based off some of his past performances. I thought that Gavin Newsom basically had walked Ron DeSantis into a trap, and I thought that slick-talking, greasy Gavin would get the best of Ron. But, again, that just didn't happen, right? And I'm trying to come at it from the least biased and most objective perspective that I can, okay? I'm taking my bias out of this, okay? Because I literally expected Ron DeSantis to do bad. But he stuck to the facts for the most part. He tied Newsom, Biden, and Kamala together, saying that, hey, this is the agenda that they want to push on the country. Gavin is totally for the terrible economy that we have right now. His policies in California when it comes to crime has led to the destruction of that state. That is a failed state. People are moving away from that state in droves. He did an excellent job making a case against California and for Florida, okay? I'm just keeping it 100 with you. With that being said, there's some news that has come out in regards to why this debate ended. Apparently, Gavin Newsom's wife stepped in at the end and said, no, Gavin can't continue to debate, a.k.a. Gavin can't continue to get his butt whooped by Ron DeSantis. Now, keep in mind, this is the same woman whose family moved to Florida, right? And Ron DeSantis actually brought that up during the debate in which he said that, hey, you know, your in-laws moved to Florida, right, from California.
So I was talking to a fella who had made the move from California to Florida, and he was telling me that Florida is much better governed, safer, better budget, lower taxes, all this stuff. And he's really happy with the quality of life. And then he paused and he said, by the way, I'm Gavin Newsom's father-in-law. So we do count Gavin's in-laws as some of the people that have fled California and come to the state of Florida. And
again, it's hilarious. It tells you everything you need to know about California versus Florida. So it seems to me that Gavin Newsom has his wife basically deciding whether or not he can continue to debate. And this reporting is done by NBC News. And I want to react to it because, again, it's pretty telling in regards to how that debate actually went. It was so bad that Gavin Newsom's wife had to wave the white flag to save her husband from the spanking that he was receiving from Ron DeSantis. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Tonight, fallout from a highly unusual debate.
Well, this is an app where they plot the human feces that are found on the streets of San Francisco. And
Two governors, only one of them a candidate for president. California Democrat Gavin Newsom and Florida Republican Ron DeSantis facing off in primetime.
He's very good at spinning these tales. He's good at being slick and slippery. He'll tell a blizzard of lies to be able to try to mask the failures.
There's one thing in closing that we have in common is neither of us will be the nominee for our party in 2024.
See, again, it's stuff like that that, you know, people on the left say, oh, well, Gavin Newsom pointed out that Ron DeSantis isn't going to beat Trump, right? Which, again, they say these are reasons why, you know, Gavin Newsom won. It's like, well, what does that have to do with the actual substance, right? When it comes to the actual substance, there's no way that you can say that Gavin Newsom won. But again, Ron DeSantis brought up a point about Greasy Gavin, is that he's slick. He's a slick talking con artist psychopath, right? Somebody like Gavin Newsom really scares the hell out of me because he is a slick talker. But even during this debate, he cannot slick talk and grease his way through his failed state and his failed state policies.
Debate moderated by Fox News host Sean Hannity billed as a battle between red and blue states, both men clashing on the 2024 race, with DeSantis accusing Newsom of running for the White House unofficially, while also attacking President Biden.
Yes, he's in decline. Yes, it's a danger to the country. He has no business running for president. And, you know, Gavin Newsom agrees with that. He won't say that. But that's why he's running his shadow campaign.
I will take Joe Biden at 100 versus Ron DeSantis any day of the week at any age. And I know Nikki Haley's campaign is asking, when are you going to drop out and at least give Nikki Haley a shot to take down Donald Trump in this nomination?
The governors pressed on the issue of abortion, DeSantis declining to say if he'd sign a national 6-week ban, as he's done in Florida.
The position that we have from the modern left, including in California, is that they will take your tax dollars and they will fund abortion all the way to the moment of birth. Why
Will
didn't
you
answer
or will
his
you
question?
not support
Why didn't
a
you
national
support?
ban if it lands on your desk? I'll answer it for Ron DeSantis. Can't answer it. He will sign that extreme 6-week
let me move on.
ban. The American people should know that.
And on immigration, Newsom attacking DeSantis for those migrant flights he organized to Martha's Vineyard and California.
I met with those migrants that you lied to under false pretense. That kind of gamesmanship, using human beings as pawns, I think is disqualifying.
California is a sanctuary state. They thumb their nose at federal immigration law, and this has real consequences.
As the debate came to an end, both governors and Hannity deciding they wanted to keep going past the agreed-upon 90 minutes.
Let's just do an extended hour. I'm happy to do it.
I guess the debate on the fly will continue on the other side.
But after the break...
All right, welcome back to Hannity, a red state, blue state debate. By mutual agreement, both candidates had other commitments, and they realized afterwards they couldn't stay longer.
And tonight, new reporting revealing the chaos off screen that led to the surprise twist. 4 sources with the DeSantis campaign and one unaffiliated source on the ground telling NBC News Governor Newsom's wife walked onto the set to stop the debate from going longer, reportedly saying, "We're done." A Newsom staffer denying that claim, saying the stoppage was mutual. On stage, candidates sparring about residents leaving Florida for California and vice versa. We spoke to voters on both sides of that migration. Julie Gephardt's moved from California to Florida.
In 8th grade, my daughter had a kid who daily would yell at her across campus, telling her that she was stupid for her conservative beliefs.
Valsin Marmillion left Florida for California.
I'm a gay man. If you're a gay person, you want to live around people who are not inspired by someone who is damaging your community with his rhetoric.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand, right? People are leaving California because of political persecution, so to speak, okay? You have crazy stuff being taught to kids in school, okay? It's probably dangerous to be openly conservative in some parts of the state. And also for economic reasons, okay? You have a mass business exodus from California because businesses can't operate due to so much crime. They can't turn a profit, right? So this is why they're leaving cities like San Francisco because of these Democrat policies, okay? People are leaving that state in droves for states like Texas and Florida. Now, you have people leaving Florida because they're gay, right? Because they believe that gay people, okay, are, under persecution in Florida when that's not true. Like that's not an actual thing, okay? Not being able to talk to kids about sex is not persecution of gay people, or not being able to have your child medically or surgically transition is not persecution of LGBTQ. Again, that's the difference. Nobody's leaving Florida for California because they're saying that, well, Florida's too expensive, right? I'm gonna go to California instead, okay? Or I'm paying too many taxes or too much taxes in Florida. I'm gonna go to California instead. Or I can't operate my business in Florida. Therefore, I'm gonna go to California instead, right? You don't hear that. You never hear that, okay? The people that are leaving Florida, right, the LGBTQ exodus from Florida is from literally made up garbage, conspiracy theories from Democrats. Again, that's the difference. But again, notice how Ron DeSantis brought up the fact that, Gavin Newsom's in-laws were moving from California to Florida. They moved from California to Florida, told him personally that Florida is a much better state. And then Gavin Newsom's wife stops the debate, right? We're done, right? That's how bad her husband was getting spanked, which again, shows you who wears the pants in that relationship, okay? If you look at the mannerisms, the body language of Gavin Newsom and his mentor, Xi Jinping in China when they were both together, you can clearly see the alpha in the room was Xi Jinping and the beta was Gavin Newsom. Again, more evidence of Gavin Newsom not having any cojones here is that he let his wife stop him from debating, right? A debate that they swear up and down. The left, the Gavin Newsom, Democrats swept it out. Gavin Newsom won. If you were winning this debate, why the hell would you allow your wife to step in and stop the debate? It's because you know you were getting your ass whooped, right? When Ron DeSantis pulled out genderqueer, okay, when he pulled out that poop map, it was over. It was over for Gavin Newsom, okay? Gavin Newsom was KO'd on multiple occasions in that debate, and even his wife saw it, right? Even his in-laws that moved from California to Florida and then bragged about it to Ron DeSantis. Even they know, his whole family knows that his state is a shithole.
And with that, Dasha Burns joins us tonight from the campaign trail in Atlanta. Dasha, I want to get back to that new reporting you had from behind the scenes. Do we know why Governor Newsom's wife was so upset with the debate that she wanted it to end?
So we don't know exactly why she decided to put a stop to the debate going.
We do know why. Because he was getting whooped. He was getting spanked. She was like, stop, right? He's defeated already, right? You guys know that meme, right? He's already done. He can't keep fighting, right? You're beating a dead horse. That's exactly what was happening. Even she knows it. But again, this is what I say about Democrats, right? They are reality deniers, right? For as much as they want to talk about Republicans denying elections, oh, you're an election denier, right? Just because you ask questions about the election. Democrats are reality deniers, right? They deny reality when it comes to the border, crime, the economy, debates, whatever. Joe Biden's mental deterioration. They deny reality when it comes to almost every issue, okay, that does not fit their narrative. It's truly fascinating stuff. It should be studied, right? We should study reality denialism that is prevalent among Democrats, especially the Trump deranged Democrats, right?
But we do know from our sources in the room, both from the DeSantis campaign and also from Newsom's aides, that there was a lot of drama behind the scenes, a lot of accusations flying around rule breaking. The Newsom team was accusing the DeSantis campaign of breaking the rules by DeSantis talking to his wife, Casey, and his staff throughout the debate. They also claimed that Fox News had a teleprompter that was angled toward DeSantis so that he could see the questions that Sean Hannity was about to ask. Now, Fox News denies both of those accusations. But
so again, this is what happens when you're losing, right? Oh, well, the other side cheated, right? They cheated. I mean, again, you know, this is what people do, right? Again, this is what you're seeing here, right? His wife stops the debate. We're done because she sees her husband losing. And then after the debate, they claim, well, they cheated, right? Fox News was helping out DeSantis, right? Which, I mean, hey, I don't know, man. Gavin Newsom and Sean Hannity seem to be pretty tight, okay? I bet when Hannity goes out to California, they smoke weed together, right? I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, wouldn't be surprised at all. But Gavin Newsom, you knew coming into this debate that you were not on home field. So you can't complain about not having home field advantage when you signed up to be on Fox News. Again, if you're a Republican and you go on MSNBC, you got to expect for MSNBC to ask slanted questions, that they're going to do things to make their guy look good. That's just what comes along with home field advantage, right? That's just what it is.
It just gives you the flavor of the tension that was happening off screen that viewers couldn't see, Tom.
A lot of juicy allegations there. All right, Dasha, I know the reaction to this debate has been broken down partisan lines, but is it perceived that there was a winner or a loser last night?
Well, look, like a lot of these things, it is a bit of a Rorschach test, right? If you think if you like Newsom, you think he won. If you like DeSantis, you think he won.
No, if you're a reality denier, then you think that Newsom won, right? If you are objective and you look at the facts and you look at who presented the facts and actually debated the substance, not just cried hate and bigotry and, oh, you're losing to Trump, clearly Ron DeSantis won, right? I mean, it's not even close. The fact that this is even being debated, it blows my mind. It just shows you how hyper-partisan our society is. If Gavin Newsom would have came in and smoked Ron DeSantis, I would have told you straight up, I'd be like, I don't think Ron DeSantis performed well, right? I think that even though he had the facts on this side, Gavin Newsom did a good job. I would have told you that if I really thought that. But that's not what happened, right? It's not what happened.
But I will say that it gave Newsom a chance to present himself as the future of the left, the future of the Democratic Party, while also putting to bed those rumors that he's running a sort of shadow campaign. Throughout the debate, he continued to emphasize the record of Joe Biden, that he is going to be the nominee, that he's going to do a great job and beat.
Yeah, but he might not be the candidate, right? He might not replace Joe Biden, which who knows? I don't know. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But for sure, he has become the chief marketer, right? He is the shadow leader of the Democrat Party, okay? Because Joe Biden clearly is not mentally capable of actually leading the party anymore. He's not making any decisions. It's his staffers. It's his staffers along with, his other handlers and the bureaucrats that run the federal government. They're the ones that are actually running the government. The Biden administration has done a bad job of marketing. Gavin Newsom is coming in and he's being the chief marketer because he's a slick talker. He knows he's a con artist, right? He knows he's a used car salesman. And that's what he's trying to do by selling the shit sandwich of the Biden administration and Bidenomics to the American people, okay? That's what he's trying to do. He's putting lipstick on a pig. He's pissing on your leg and telling you it's raining. And it worked out there in California. That's why he won a recall, which again still blows my mind that they voted for him over somebody like Larry Elder. Mind-blowing, stunning.
Former President Trump. And for DeSantis, he got 90 minutes without his other rivals looming over his shoulder. So both got an advantage there.
And then, Dasha, finally, in Republican circles, I've heard that some people are saying that they thought Governor DeSantis was more comfortable. He was more aggressive. He did a better job debating Governor Newsom than he's done in the primary debates, which are the ones that really matter.
Well, look, this is something that the DeSantis campaign has been looking forward to. He told me in his own spin room of his own creation last night that this is an opportunity for him where he has felt like former President Trump has gotten the vast majority of media attention. So this was 90 minutes where he was not fighting with Republicans. Instead, he was taking on someone from the left. We're taking on the, quote, radical left. Is something that he has been talking about over and over on the campaign trail. It's something he has made a staple of his message, and he got to do that and use Newsom as sort of a proxy for Biden and show voters what it would potentially look like if someone other than Trump were the nominee and were to take on a Democrat, Tom.
Dasha Burns from the campaign trail for us. Dasha, thank you.
Thanks for...
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, right? There you have it. Gavin Newsom, the person that runs the relationship, that wears the pants, that has the cojones, is his wife. Even his wife knew that Gavin Newsom was getting destroyed. This is why she stopped the debate, right? She threw in the towel. She waved the white flag, said, no, he can't keep debating. He's defeated, right? We're done here. And Gavin Newsom went along with it. But again, these are the same people, Democrats trying to tell you somehow, some way, the guys whose wife, okay, her parents moved from California to Florida, who ended up stopping the debate, okay, that allegedly her husband was winning. Oh, somehow he won, right? He was winning. If he was winning, why stop the debate? If he was winning, you should keep the debate going. He lost, okay? And I think Ron DeSantis did an amazing job. This story right here is very telling in regards to Gavin Newsom and just how bad he performed during that debate, in my opinion. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.